Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Unplugged. Today, I'm so excited to share a special story with you called Nothing is Free. This isn't just a story to practice your English listening skills. It's a journey that will inspire you to chase your dreams with courage and hard work. Through this tale, you'll hear simple English, perfect for level 1 learners, and feel motivated to keep learning. So grab a notebook, open your ears, and let's dive into the story of Leo, a young man who learned that nothing in life comes without effort. Are you ready? Let's begin. Leo's World and Dreams. In a small, peaceful town nestled between tall green mountains lived a 20-year-old named Leo. His town was quiet, with winding dirt roads, colorful wildflowers, and a gentle breeze that carried the scent of pine trees. But life for Leo was far from easy. His family struggled to make ends meet. His father, Mark, worked long hours as a mechanic, fixing old cars under the hot sun. His mother, Claire, cleaned houses, scrubbing floors until her hands ached. Leo's little sister, Sophie, only 10 years old, was full of energy and saw Leo as her hero, a big brother who could do anything. Every night, Leo sat on the creaky wooden porch of their small house, staring at the twinkling stars. His heart was heavy with a big dream. He wanted to own a chain of restaurants, serving delicious food that would bring smiles to people's faces. He imagined bright, cozy restaurants filled with laughter where his family could live without worry. But as he looked at the stars, doubt crept in. He whispered to himself, "How can I make this happen? We barely have enough money for food. Where do I even start?" His dreams felt so far away, like the stars he gazed at. The next morning, Leo sat at the kitchen table, sipping weak tea with his father. He shared his dream, his voice trembling with hope. Mark, wiping grease from his hands, looked at Leo with serious eyes. "Son," he said, "dreams are not free. Nothing in life is handed to you. If you want something big, you must fight for it. Start small, use what you have, and don't give up." Those words hit Leo like a bolt of lightning. Start small? Use what I have? He thought about his town, his family, his own two hands. Suddenly, an idea sparked. Leo noticed that people in his town loved fresh, warm bread, but the nearest bakery was miles away, in a bigger village across the valley. Families had to walk or take a bumpy bus ride to buy it. What if I bring the bread here? Leo thought. I could sell it and make a small profit. His heart raced with excitement. But there was a problem. He had no money to buy bread to sell. His pockets were empty, and his family couldn't spare a single coin. Still, Leo refused to let this stop him. He decided to take a bold step. With determination in his heart, Leo walked for hours under the scorching sun to reach the bakery owned by Mr. Anderson, a gruff old man with a bushy beard and a reputation for trusting no one. The bakery smelled of warm dough and yeast, and loaves lined the shelves like golden treasures. Leo took a deep breath and approached Mr. Anderson, who was wiping flour from his hands. "Sir," he said, standing tall, "I want to sell your bread in my town. I don't have money to buy it now, but give me 1 week. I'll sell every loaf, pay you back, and keep a small profit. You have my word." Mr. Anderson squinted, his eyes sharp. "Why should I trust a kid like you?" he grumbled. Leo met his gaze and said, "Because I'm hungry for a chance, and I'll work harder than anyone to prove it." The old man rubbed his chin, thinking. After a long silence, he said, "Fine, 1 week. If you don't pay me back, don't show your face here again." Leo's heart leapt. He shook Mr. Anderson's hand, promising himself he wouldn't fail. The first day. The next morning, before the sun rose, Leo borrowed a rickety basket from his mother and walked back to the bakery. Mr. Anderson handed him a stack of warm loaves, their crusts golden and crisp. Leo carried them carefully, the weight heavy on his shoulders, but light in his heart. Back in his town, he set up a simple stand near the park under the shade of an old oak tree. With a bright smile, he called out, "Fresh bread, warm, delicious, and right here in town." At first, people passed by, unsure about this new seller. "Is the bread good?" they whispered. Leo didn't give up. He cut small pieces and offered free samples, saying, "Try it, you'll love it." Slowly, one by one, people stopped. A mother smiled as her child nibbled the bread. An old man nodded, saying, "This is just like my grandmother's." By sunset, every loaf was sold. Leo counted his coins, paid Mr. Anderson back, and kept a small profit. The old man raised an eyebrow and said, "Not bad, kid. Be here tomorrow." Growing the dream. Leo's days became a blur of hard work. He woke at 4 a.m., walked to the bakery, carried loaves, and sold them with passion. Rain or shine, he was at his stand, greeting every customer with a smile. After 2 months, he saved enough to buy a small wooden cart with wobbly wheels. Now he could carry more bread and reach more streets. His town buzzed with excitement. Leo's bread was becoming a daily joy. One afternoon, a kind woman named Mrs. Patel, a regular customer, said, "Leo, you're great at selling, but why not bake your own bread? You'd make more money." The idea lit a fire in his mind, but fear followed. "Bake? I've never even boiled an egg properly," he thought. Doubt whispered, "What if I fail?" But then he remembered his father's words. Dreams are not free. Leo realized that success meant taking risks and learning new skills. Nothing comes without effort, not knowledge, not growth, not victory. Learning to bake. The next day, Leo approached Mr. Anderson after delivering his payment. Sir, he said, will you teach me to bake? I want to make my own bread. Mr. Anderson frowned. If you bake, you won't need my bread. That's bad for me. Leo nodded respectfully. You're right, but you gave me my first chance. If I succeed, I'll promote your bakery and send customers your way. Moved by Leo's honesty, Mr. Anderson agreed. Baking isn't easy, he warned. It takes time, patience, and sweat. Are you ready? Leo nodded eagerly. I'm ready to learn. Lessons began at 3 a.m. in the bakery's dim kitchen. Mr. Anderson taught Leo to mix flour, water, and yeast, to knead dough until his arms burned, and to watch the oven's heat. Leo's first loaves were disasters. Some were hard as rocks, others flat as pancakes. One evening, after burning a batch, Leo sat on the floor, exhausted. Maybe I'm not cut out for this, he muttered. But his father's words echoed. Dreams are not free. Every mistake was a lesson. Every failure, a step forward. Leo returned the next day, more focused. He kneaded with care, watched the oven closely, and asked questions. After 2 weeks, Mr. Anderson handed him a golden, fluffy loaf and said, This is perfect, Leo. You're ready. A devastating setback. Months later, Leo saved enough to rent a small shop. He named it Leo's Fresh Bakes, with the warm wooden counter and shelves full of bread, cookies, and cakes. Sophie greeted customers. Claire tracked the money, and Mark helped fix the shop's leaky roof. The town called it the heart of our community. But life had another test for Leo. One stormy night, as Leo locked up, he smelled smoke. He rushed inside and saw flames near the oven. Heart pounding, he grabbed a bucket of water and doused the fire. But the damage was done. The oven was charred and equipment was ruined. The next morning, the town buzzed with worry. Poor Leo, some said. He's done for, others whispered. Leo stood in his damaged shop, his dream in ashes. Tears stung his eyes, but he clenched his fists. This is just a challenge, he said aloud. I faced worse. I won't give up. Rising again. Leo calculated his savings, barely enough to fix half the damage. Doubt crept in, but he remembered Mr. Anderson's bakery, his father's words, his own journey. He visited Mr. Anderson, now retired, and asked, "Sir, what would you do in my place?" The old man smiled. "Leo, you already know. You've taught yourself that nothing is free. Work hard, believe in yourself, and people will believe in you too." Inspired, Leo started baking at home with an old borrowed oven. He told his customers, "I'm still here for you, even with less bread for now." The town saw his courage. Mrs. Patel brought flour, a farmer donated yeast, and children helped clean the shop. A group of neighbors pooled small amounts of money, saying, "Leo, you never gave up on us. We won't give up on you." Leo realized a powerful truth. When you work hard and stay true, people want to help someone who helps themselves. A new beginning. After months of tireless work, Leo rebuilt Leo's Fresh Bakes. The shop was brighter with fresh paint, cheerful decorations, and new items like cupcakes and muffins. On the grand reopening, the town gathered, clapping and cheering. The mayor shook Leo's hand and said, "Leo, you're a true inspiration. You've shown us that determination makes dreams come true." Leo stood before the crowd, his family by his side. "Thank you all," he said, his voice strong. "You've taught me that nothing in life is free. Not success, not respect, not love. Everything is earned through hard work, patience, and never giving up. Every challenge is a step to something greater. I'm not done yet. My dream is still growing." Lessons for you. Leo's story isn't just about bread or a bakery. It's about you, your dreams, your struggles, your journey. Here's what Leo teaches us. Dreams cost effort. Nothing is free. Success takes hard work, sacrifice, and courage. Failure is a teacher. Mistakes and setbacks show you how to grow stronger. Help yourself first. When you show effort, others will support you. Never give up. The hardest moments are often just before your biggest victories. Leo didn't just build a bakery, he built a life of purpose, pride, and hope. His shop became a symbol of what's possible when you keep going. People from nearby towns visited, saying, "We heard about the boy who never quit." Leo's dream grew, and so can yours. Thank you for joining us on English Unplugged for Nothing is Free. This story is for you, English learners who feel stuck, scared, or unsure. Just like Leo, you can achieve your goals with small, consistent steps. Practice your English every day. Speak a sentence. Listen to a story. Write a few words. Don't wait for perfection. Start now, even if it's messy. Your voice is your power, and your effort is your path. If this story inspired you, Subscribe to English Unplugged right now and comment, "I'll chase my dreams with hard work." Share this video with a friend who needs motivation. Keep practicing your English, keep pushing forward, and remember Leo's lesson. Nothing is free, but everything is possible. Let's build your English fluency and your dreams one step at a time. See you in the next story.